everybody. Welcome to the Insufferable Bastards podcast. Hello, Shuli.
Hello, my friend. How are you?
The only time anybody watches this podcast is when we talk about Stuttering John.
Hi, this is Stuttering John Melendez from the Howard Stern Show.
It's all Long Island to me.
The second she saw the face, she said, "Oh yeah, that was him."
Oh, you're the guy that played fake clips of me. Yes, I remember now.
It's a stupid name, but maybe it's worth listening to. How the fuck do I know? I got my own problems. I got hemorrhoids and shit. When I wipe my ass, it looks like a chocolate-covered cherry. All right, Tuki.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Insufferable Bastards podcast. My name is Carlos Danger for the purposes of this broadcast, and I'm joined by my co-host so far. He hasn't walked out yet, Mr. Obnoxious John. Hello, OJ. There goes OJ.
What's up, guys?
Hello.
Yo.
And then, I see a real name being used, allegedly a real name. He's everyone loves him. Look at this. Gino Bisconti, ladies and gentlemen. Gino, welcome to the program.
It's me, Ski Mask. This whole Dabbleverse is fucking stupid. It's me. It's Ski Mask. I don't know what the fuck you people are doing, but this is stupid.
A big
Carlos.
Jim Stansel is like the one. He's one of the OG holdouts that does not like Tuki. Got to respect that he's consistent there, Jim Stansel.
Totally fine. I like Jim Stansel. Jim Stansel makes me laugh, but
It's funnier than me.
it makes me sad that he doesn't like Tuki. I don't see a lot of that. There is a lot of Tuki lovers, as young as under 1 year old, and I'm sure as high as 150.
And you won KB over, because I know we had talked in past episodes when you'd have me on Be Dabbling Live. I was like, you can't go on as Tuki because he'll just immediately throw you off.
Yeah,
But I was wrong. He fell in love with you. He wants you there every week. What's the status of your relationship with MLC? And does it get sticky because of the whole Cardiff affair?
not really. I mean, I loved going on MLC, and I love the fact that Kevin loved Tuki. He talked about Tuki for probably a week straight after that episode about Tuki really saved the fucking episode. I mean, this episode was shit. And then Tuki came on. Tuki was fucking funny. He was fucking good. And yeah, like turning Kevin around, that definitely is going on my resume. That was definitely something I was proud of. But the problem is no one outside of this universe knows who any of these people are. So I couldn't even tell my dad kind of follows this. And I went, "Hey dad, did you see Tuki on MLC?" And he's like, I don't watch MLC. I don't see anything. My dad kind of talks like Tuki.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, that's where Tuki's kind of voice came from. But yeah, that's what bummed me out the most, was that I couldn't brag about it to too many people. But I did love that. Cardiff does his thing. I do my thing. He understands. We've never actually talked about it, but yes, I think he thinks I'm a Kevin Cuck, just like you are a Kevin Cuck. And I'm proud to be a Kevin Cuck. I
am. I'm okay with it for the most part. And
Yeah.
I did like message you guys on Thanksgiving, like trying to explain, hey, I've been on MLC once or twice, and yeah, there's no reaction. It's embarrassing,
Right? No one cares. No one knows outside of this universe. But yeah, and I know Kevin wanted me on, or he wanted
Immediately.
me on immediately. And I was like, Kevin, I can't. I was like, when I'm home during the week, that's kind of a rarity. Like I'm always out on a shoot, or I'm like pre-production for another shoot, or I'm in post-production. Like I have my own thing going on, and I have tons of clients and stuff, and they'll go, "Oh, that's why you hide your face. See, that's why he hides his face." No, again, I just like the mystique. I like the originality of coming up with characters like Ski Mask. This is Ski Mask. But yeah, I told Kevin that Tuki probably can't really come back to MLC until the week of Christmas. Like, so look out.
Was he okay with that? Because that, you never know with Kevin. You never know
He
how
understood. I think he understood. We don't talk too much. We don't talk too much on Twitter, but I did tell him. I said I can definitely do or Tuki can do Christmas week. So look out for Christmas week, Tuki on MLC again, and NLO Tuki New Year's Eve special. Sorry, I'm not more popular.
Nobody said that.
Who said that? Oh, because no one knew
Right.
who, we couldn't brag about it to other people outside this universe. I'm sorry, Kevin. I don't know. I don't know anyone else who would care except for my friends in the Dabbleverse, but
We got a $1.99 super chat from the great Flat Cat Jessica. I got a little hammered last night and was super chatting the hell out of Kevin. So Kevin, refund some of that, man. I don't even remember some of it. Somehow I got made into the official recording secretary
he went
of
on
the
early.
MLC.
I don't like the early shows. I like the later shows.
I like them early. I'm a pussy. I go to bed early, so I enjoy the earlier show.
Yeah, but see, Mountain Time, it works better if you guys do a later show on the East Coast.
That's right. So, the heart of this episode, so 2 weeks ago, right? Everyone knows, but I'll say it anywhere. On Be Dabbling Live, you, Rocco.
No, it was El Harible.
And OJ and Husey. That's right. It was El Harible.
And the Aussie guy.
That Aussie guy played 2 clips featuring the adult children of Stuttering John Melendez giving speeches at their mom's second wedding, the famous Susanna from the Howard Stern days, right?
Yes, and I wish we could say we were the first to play it, but we weren't. Vince, the evil lawyer, played those videos weeks before we played them. But then I guess he deleted it because he didn't want John to know or something. I don't know. He deleted it at some point, but he definitely played those videos before we did.
Crafty Vince the lawyer. Hello, Cardiff Electric. Welcome to the broadcast. Oh,
you're still alive.
Stop.
It's nice to see you again, Carlos.
I'm still alive. I'm just sick of your shit, Cardiff. I want
My
to talk
shit?
about El Harible.
You know who's sick of shit? Your toilet.
Look what we got.
What?
How much to kick Cardiff off, Mr. Brennan? Kevin Brennan with a $9.99 super chat. Sorry, here's some money. Straight from the heart.
Sorry.
I really did miss you, Carlos Danger. I really
Sorry.
I watch. I'm around.
We know you're round.
Shut up, fucking Cardiff. All right, so you play this video, right? And now you're on a path, this blows my mind, that could potentially lead to a federal lawsuit with Stuttering John Melendez because John has claimed copyright infringement. I guess
would it be a federal lawsuit or would it be a state?
As far as I know, if you compare it to the thick boy Brendan Schaub versus Unique, that's federal. So I think it would have to be filed in federal court in wherever Rocco lives, I believe.
Oh, it would be where I live.
That's what happened with Unique. It's filed in his home state, not where Schaub lived. By the way, that lawsuit, 2 years. It's very similar. 2 years it's been dragging on. They've been burying Unique with filings. I mean, if somebody has money, they can abuse the hell out of the system. And I'll say up front, I think Stuttering John is clearly, this isn't a good faith takedown notice.
We don't have anything to worry about then.
Probably not. Yeah, it's $400 just to file.
Well, and of course, we countered that by having Cardiff hack into his account. I'm sorry.
Allegedly.
I don't know. That's what they tell me. I don't know. Fucking
allegedly. Yeah. You have to say allegedly.
Allegedly. Listen, no one is fucking on our side. Listen, I will tell you a quick story. I got scammed last weekend and they were in my bank account. Like they called me from a number that was my bank. This is a common bank scam now.
Phishing scam?
Yes, it's a phishing scam. They will call you from your bank's number. They will even text you and it will say your bank and it'll say there's a fraudulent charge. They call you and they keep calling you until you pick up because I ignored it about 5 times. And then I was like, what is this? I looked on my bank card to confirm the number was the same that the number called me from. He said, there's fraudulent charges on your account. He said, I have to send you a code. Read the code back to me. Now, it is my fault because when they send you the code, because somehow he got my username and password, was trying to log on to my account, but USAA had to send a code. So the real USAA sent a code, right? I repeated the code to him, even though in the text it says, we will never ask you for this code. Right. I was an idiot. I was cooking. They caught me at the perfect time. I gave them my information. Next fucking day, they wiped my account clean. Thankfully, it wasn't our main account, but they wiped the account clean. And while I was on the phone with the bank,
it was the hot tub account.
Yes, it was the hot tub. It was where we bought the hot tub. While I was on the phone with the bank at 5 o'clock in the morning Mountain Time, I got an email that said, congratulations, your new personal loan was digitally signed. So they took out a $10,000 loan while I was on the phone with my bank telling them, whoa, freeze my account. Something's going on. So listen, I am fucking stupid. I'm fucking stupid. Just like,
and the common denominator.
On me.
So the common denominator here is Cardiff Electric, right? I mean,
Probably
that
part
was
of
obviously
that.
me.
Exactly.
right. But the lesson here is if a bank ever calls you and says there's an issue, go, okay, I'll call you right back.
Yeah.
And call your bank. That is what I have learned. John, I don't know if you had a similar situation happen, but I will say, as smart as this brain is, which it's not, I'm a fucking idiot. Okay. I'll tell you that. I was fooled, and it's very easy to be fooled.
it can happen. It can happen. A tale of caution.
It can happen. It literally just happened. I'm still going through it.
I just want to say I'm scared for you when you're an old person.
Yes.
When you're a senior citizen, you're going to get taken so advantage of.
Put the cell phone down.
That's the thing. I worry about this stuff with like my parents, and then here I
You
am.
always wonder who the idiots are that fall for this shit.
Shut up.
Here we are.
By the way, I wanted to wear this mask so people could see when I do these shows with my friends, I'm always smiling. Like I'm you guys make me
Not
so
me.
happy, and I have so much fun even with you, Carlos.
But
And
all
that's
right, so
what
let's
it's
get
all
to the
about.
point at hand. All right, enough about how you're a victim of phishing scam and all that bullshit. I don't know even how you edit this out. What's the latest? This story with Stuttering John and this potential lawsuit takes different turns every day, and we'll get into it. But where does it stand? What is? And there's a lot of activity on Twitter today. What's the latest,
The
Mr. El
ball-
Harible?
Ball's in his court. I had my Shuli, close friend, file the the counter. Because
The counter to his YouTube,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Like, I know anyone could get my address. Anyone can get my, because they have my name now. So I didn't do it because of that. I did it because I just wanted to throw another monkey wrench and actually get a lawyer to file it. And now it's in his court. The ball is in his court. He has to go do whatever. He thinks he has to sue me, I guess. He keeps saying, when I sue you, it's like, what are you going to sue me for? He's like, well, you were saying horrible things. You said horribly racist and homophobic and transphobic things. And
Well, no, I do believe he does have to sue you.
So I want to check with your lawyer.
So no, because YouTube will not determine copyright ownership.
right.
They'll say leave it to the court.
The court has to decide. So once all YouTube is doing with your counter, they're saying, okay, you've submitted a counter. We agree that this makes sense. Now it's back on the person who filed the claim to take you to court so that the courts can say copyright has been infringed, and then YouTube will keep that video down. But if that's what the 10 days is, if he doesn't file a lawsuit, so if he doesn't show YouTube that
But
within
is it
10 days,
suing me, or is it just filing a lawsuit?
It's
Is
the same thing.
Well,
It's
same
technically,
thing.
yeah,
It's a
it's
Take someone
felonious
to court, you're
lawsuit.
suing them.
Okay.
That's
he's instigating litigation.
yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Because the court a judge has to say if this was fair use or not. YouTube will not make that determination. They've washed their hands of that.
Which is a big cop out.
Well, but
So-
the funny thing is, like, yeah, but now he's going from
Great Kevin Smith movie.
a copyright complaint to like a civil complaint.
It sounds like he's
He thinks
confused.
the
Well,
same thing.
it will be a civil complaint, but he seems like he's confusing copyright law with like the content of what you said,
right.
which
Like,
is completely different.
Or it could be two lawsuits. There'll be
It
one.
could be.
He thinks he's gonna fight us on what we said. Like, you're not allowed to make jokes. You guys made jokes and now you're fucked. Yeah, John, that's what we do. We make jokes. We don't put pictures of your house online. I don't know if you saw that today, but he put pictures of my house online now. Like, what am I supposed to take that? How am I supposed to take that, Carlos?
Well, it sounds like it's targeted harassment. I'm not a social media expert, but I would think that's a form of
Are
harassment.
you trying to say damages? Do you think I got damages?
Such a different experience without the mask.
I know now you can see my eyes and my smile. All my
Yeah, I'm like, this guy's a dork like the rest of us. This is great.
I was tricked. I'm like, what are you doing with OJ and ski mask?
I invited John onto this program. I have one way to. Oh, thank you, JT. He's been a member for a month. I have one email address. Thank you, Vaping Dago, for gifting 50
is it
podcast
Mr.
memberships.
Or what? Mr. Kista?
It was the one I could read it through Cardiff's tweet the other day.
No, I redacted it.
Does anyone know if it's day or night in Portland right now?
They're 3 hours behind. Yeah.
Would it be day or night?
It would still be. I think it would be dusk. Why?
I don't know. I was just. I don't know. I was just. I hear things. I hear.
But he did. I mean, he was on a bit of a Twitter tirade today.
You don't do it as good as John does. you actually make us think that you're asking a question.
Oh man! I mean,
I'm lost.
I mean, with the daylight savings, is it day or is it night in Portland?
Oh,
that's all. Hey, listen, I don't know. I know the name. Fuck you, John. Come take a program. What's the matter, dummy? You looked up a copyright lawyer and saw that's going to be $600 an hour.
It can be expensive, but here's some of what he said on Twitter today. If you, meaning El Horrible,
who?
Rocco Burrow, do not insure me in writing that he won't repost his show that I struck him on, I will file a lawsuit this week. My lawyer is ready. We are all set. All the criteria requested by YouTube will be fulfilled. Any idea what that criteria? What is that last part? Do you have any idea?
There's no criteria.
He's using big words. He thinks if he says words like damages, nefarious, like we're gonna go, oh my God, John knows the law. Like we better not fuck with him. Carlos, he has literally nothing. He can't claim, even if he claims copyright. Okay, John, I confess, you have the copyright to your fucking ex-wife's wedding video, which is insane, you stalker. We still did fair use. We stopped it. We rewound. We made jokes about your son's dick and pussy, and that we did all the things that you had to do.
When a judge hears that,
oh my God, he's being transformative phobic. John is transformative phobic. I'm calling it right here. I'm accusing John of being transformative phobic. He's afraid of transformative material.
And then John also on Twitter today, and this was in response to you, Mr. Cardiff Electric. You're welcome. Now I'll call a truce with you and Rocco. Let him know if he promises to never repost his anti-trans racist show with my children that infringes my copyright. I'll remove both strikes. I've said in the past, I give second chances. Merry Christmas. Then he retweeted the following from Muttering J. Op-ed, detente possible between Melendez and Potato Puppet Alliance. As Kissinger proved during the Cold War, it's possible to achieve peaceful coexistence. At Stuttering John should counter Beat Dabbler and Cardiff Electric, demanding the video must also come down from Rumble. So we had Muttering J step in, sort of.
That was part of my whole thing, to keep it up on Rumble.
We're almost out.
Yeah, we're almost out.
I presented an option to John via email that we could negotiate this live on a stream, a three-way stream. So there would be no shenanigans. Nobody can porn bomb anybody if it's on all three channels.
Cardiff, you know I had a three-way one time, a couple times when I opened up.
Hot tub.
Yeah. So I know more about three-ways than you think.
I was ready to have a neutral party, a very famous, recently neutral party, a professional who could help us negotiate this. I thought it would be a great show. I told
Kevin
John
Brennan?
Related to Kevin Brennan. Maybe recently appeared on a Kevin Brennan episode. One of the only good Kevin Brennan episodes recently.
Oh, come on.
All
right, go ahead.
But again, so John got hung up on the El Horrible or goofing on him, I guess, today at some point. I don't know.
I called him Smooth Brain. Who even knew he would know what that means? I will say I do think John graduated NYU because he knew that when I called him Smooth Brain, it was an insult.
It was an insult. I might even have that. Is that what this was? Oh yeah, there it is. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
You have to remove Cardiff Electric Strike too, and we have a deal. Cardiff isn't hacking your computer, smooth brain. And then John said, looks like you're still being a dickhead, capital D. So as of now, it's full steam ahead.
So easily triggered.
He's not doing shit, Carlos, and we're just gonna let him do it. I don't care. I've gotten so much support. We are going to be funded for the lawsuit. Like, it's fine. Like, let's fucking go, baby.
And before we get into it, because I wanted to ask, where I'm in the dark over like where this came from, because you guys seem to all be buddies with John like a couple of weeks ago, and now you're at each other's throats. And I do predict there'll be a homicide of some type by February. But before we get into that, it's the year in review, right? It's December.
Yes.
Let's look back. I do have a couple of clips from some greatest hits from the Hackverse from the past 12 months, and this is our first one.
You've never let me down. You've turned my life around.
Stop podcasting.
It's New Year's, guys. Where did you go?
COVID is on the way.
Are they talking to us?
The sweetest days I found with you through the years.
That was my saving moment of grace. It was hitting that Price is Right button. Oh, God, that was
a deep cut.
Was that really a year ago?
God.
That was actually, that was December 21st, 2022.
Wow. That was so
And
bad.
Kevin still has 14 people watching him when he goes on. It's fantastic. Hi, Andrew.
So in 1 year, you've gone from podcasting with Kevin Dumbfuck to potentially being in a courtroom with Stuttering John Melendez.
Yeah, my career trajectory has skyrocketed. That's the other thing. Thank you, John. You have made Tuki, El Horrible, Rocco Burrow more popular than ever. You've really done it, John. I can't thank you enough. You are the GOAT.
And sticking with that old clip there for a moment, you did reveal, I think by accident on your own show yesterday, Be Dabbling Live, that Shuli reached out to you and told you to dump Kevin. Is that true? Have you ever?
Yeah. Remember on the New Year or the Christmas Eve show when I told Kevin someone had informed me that I should dump his ass, and he was like, who was it? Tell me. And I didn't tell him. Yeah, it was Shuli. Fuck you, Kevin. Or Andrew, whatever your stupid fuck name is.
Shuli
Was it from that Chrissy Mayer? That Chrissy Mayer show?
Yeah,
that's the clip I just played was Chrissy Mayer.
Yeah.
That was from the Chrissy Mayer show, what he just played. Yeah. And he said,
I don't watch this channel.
That idiot's a dud. I was like, yeah, you're right. Merry Christmas.
It's not subreddit surfing. I mean, one thing that's been proven here is that Cardiff needs Stuttering John. Your views, your live views have skyrocketed,
100%.
Mr. Potato.
Almost 1,000 last weekend.
Right. Like, how do you wrestle with that? But then, I mean, are you driving him away?
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, fuck him.
I can do nothing tomorrow. I don't care. I'll go back. I love doing subreddit surfing to 150 people. I actually have fun with it. I only started Potato Soup up because Fuckface started fucking with my friends. So yeah. I'm glad a lot of people are watching it. And I will take it. If he does take my channel down, I'll take it to Shuli's channel. I'll take it to Carl's channel. I'll put it somewhere else. I said that yesterday. I will still embarrass the shit out of you every fucking week. Might not be on my channel. I love doing this, but again, a year ago I was doing nothing. I don't care. I'll do nothing again. I still have a Patreon. I'm not doing this for money. I'm trying to have fun with my friends. Go fuck yourself, you shitbag.
So just
I hope that doesn't hurt negotiations.
Yeah, no, that sounds
there
like
are no more
perfect.
negotiations. The TWO does not negotiate with terrorists. We want to take this the whole way. He keeps telling us we don't know what's coming. I want to see what's coming. Big announcement. I have talked to Carl Hamburger from WATP, and whenever this court thing happens, there will be a joint live event. WATP, Tuki Soup, Potato Soup. It will be the biggest thing to happen in the Dabbleverse. We are talking to scaffolding builders, so we could have people.
Why am I going?
Stands?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll have.
No, he didn't say cranes.
I thought, okay, yeah, I made a fat joke at my own expense.
No.
And we will let you know where it's happening, whether it is where I live, whether it's where John lives, and we are going to make this an event. It'll probably be a 2-hour event because once the judge looks at everything, he'll just go, yeah, we're not doing this, and just throw the whole case out. I don't know how legal shit works, but I'm very excited to find out. I'm so happy.
I think this is one of those things that gets tossed out in preliminary hearings where
Right.
they're just like, what?
Yeah.
What
are we looking at here?
I'd almost an immediate, although like Thick Boy versus, I mean, if John had the backing, Brendan Schaub is still burying Unique in paperwork. It's incredible. We got a $2 super chat from Salvatore M, my biggest fan. Why is this in my algorithm? American Cupcake has been a member for 1 month. Salvatore M again comes back, $2. No, seriously, why is this in my algorithm? Van Hammersley for $5 or 5 Canadian. Is it still dollars up there in that weird place?
I don't think so.
Do you think naming your son, quote, Rocco, unquote, guarantees they will never become a doctor or other professional?
Yes.
FGH.
Yes. I don't think I've ever seen a Dr. Rocco.
Yeah, how did you not end up a bricklayer?
It was very difficult.
How did you avoid your destiny of putting cement in between bricks?
Do you watch The Real Housewives of New Jersey religiously?
No, I've actually never seen it. I did watch the Jersey Shore, but I mean, I'm basically related to all those people. Like, that wasn't really entertainment for me. It was more like, fuck, these
Middle
people are
school.
ruining Seaside Heights. Yeah, I used to love Seaside Heights. It's a fucking trash band.
Thanks, The Real Stevie Lou for a $99 or 99-cent super sticker. Flat Cat Jessica's been a member for 2 months. The great Randall P. McMurphy, one of the greatest movies of all time, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, just became a YouTube member.
Love that
Dang
movie.
Lizard. Oh, hey, it's Ski Mask, the actor from the Lego movie. Thought you had B Dabbler on. Thank you very much. And then we got a Mulco
Lizard, it is. It's based Skibask.
for 2 months.
Kind of talks like that, kind of like Yucko.
A little bit.
Kind of like a Yucko voice. I can't do it.
I know, yeah, and Ralph, but rest in peace, Ralph Cirella. I always thought Ralph would be the Stuttering John type, like people would go after him. I was surprised to see. I always hated Ralph in the context of the show. I'm not on that job.
Same.
Well, he was. I mean, I could see his value because he would just stir the shit so much. But yeah, he was one of those. He would just get under my skin when I was commuting.
I love when Ralph would call in because you knew like the next 20 minutes at least was just going to be ripping on someone. And because I hated the guests, unless it was a whack packer or something like that. I don't want to fucking see guests. I just wanted the exactly what's happening here. It's all the inner fucking drama.
The inter-drama. Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, and you could just come in and
drama.
snipe. Just come in, make a call, snipe, stir some shit, and just sit back.
And wind up in court.
And like he had like the greatest life. I mean, he literally had no job. His job was to hang out with Howard and buy him clothes.
And it is, yeah, I went back within the last year or so and watched the Channel 9. And there's Ralph in one of the very early Channel 9 shows. I stepped on you, Cardiff. What'd you say?
And suck dick, sorry. But yeah, when he went to LA and was hanging out with Sam Simon, that was when I was like,
dude,
what the fuck?
What was happening there? There's a rumor that Sam Simon left him like a boatload of money. But allegedly, I don't know. This is what they tell me.
Stamos, like, said, like, fuck. It was amazing.
Best friends.
Yeah, it's and again, I said it. I don't know where I said it. I think I said on Point Dabble Point. I would have loved to have had Ralph in the Dabbleverse.
Yeah.
How fun would that have been?
Well, I really want the Stern Show to end because I feel like a lot of those guys might kind of come over here, like Sal and Richard. Like, what else are they gonna fucking do?
Yeah, that's a great point. I think
like, I'm kind of
the next day.
I'm kind of surprised there aren't more. Like Grillo doesn't get more involved with this shit, or Ganji or someone like because they kind of I don't know.
Although what we've seen without Howard, I mean, I love Casey Armstrong, but clearly he needs. And Stuttering John, he needs a Howard Stern.
Yeah, like what is the Grillo or the Ganji show going to look like? Yeah,
well, he did. Grillo did have
Battle Shocks or something like that. Yes.
Wasn't he doing a show at?
Was in a studio.
Elliott? Yep.
What
happened to that?
It just kind of went away during COVID, I think.
Let's sick Elegant Elliott often on John.
Gentlemen, I have to jump off, but hopefully I'll see you guys. If no pressure, but potato soup tonight, 9:30.
Yes. 9:30.
9:30. Be there. Be square.
I will be there, and I just want you to know I have a call time tonight of 3 a.m. and I'm still going to be there. I know it sucks.
What's the address?
1129.
Where will you be at 3:30? You don't have to. It's fine. But
No, I will, or someone will.
go. Yes, go look
Goodbye.
good. Just prop Tookie up on that Christmas tree and go to sleep.
Merry Christmas, Cardiff. Thanks for stopping by.
Carlos Danger, come back to us.
We have fun.
Come back to us. We miss you. Brennan hates you.
All right.
Shut
Thank
the
you.
fuck up. Get rid of the fucking potato already.
Had a shoe leak.
You've never let me down.
Bye, Brennan.
You've turned my life around.
Shout out to PC Richardson's son. That air conditioner worked until the day I left. So yeah, that was like a 13, 14-year air conditioner. It fucking held up. It was a dope air conditioner. So PC Richardson's son, their bobble dolls last, and so did their air conditioners. So
You've never let me down. You've turned my life around.
All right, it was a great Ray DeVito. Definitely one of my favorite moments in the Hackverse in
No better
2023.
way than to describe an air conditioner in Ray's house than a dope air conditioner.
Pretty dope. It's pretty dope.
Pretty dope.
There's nothing like Ray under the influence of marijuana. He should stop all meds and just stick to weed. But all right, so like you guys were buddies with Stuttering John a couple of weeks ago. You were going on a show,
Not really.
right? You're denying that now?
Well, listen, he had nothing. He had no guests. He started developing a relationship with Cardiff, which allowed us to kind of get in. But he blocked me at least 8 fucking times. Anytime I didn't agree with something he was saying, you were just gone. And then he realized that people did like us on the show, so he would unblock us to have us back. He would also say, "I'm only unblocking Tuki if I get $50 in super chat." I was like, "Fuck you! I'm not."
And at the end of the day,
right.
for me, I was only playing nice with John because our buddy Cardiff Electric and Vinny Paulino were putting on a show.
Yeah,
So-
that's the other thing. They were willing to help him. We were all for that. We didn't really fuck with John during that whole thing. But then after John, screwed them all over and then was trying to weaponize our names, Rocco, I know Rocco, Patrick, and now Timothy. Like I played a video that's out on the internet and we goofed on it. That's literally all I did. And again, Vince did it before me, John. I know that he deleted it, so you don't want to believe it, but he fucking did. And I will admit it. We stole Vince's act of blaming you for what the kids were talking about. And we just kind of talked about how these kids are so strong and so brave despite the way they were grown up. Yeah, we threw a penis or giny joke in there, but come on, you gotta.
OJ, mostly OJ.
Yeah, but people would be disappointed if we didn't.
But I wanted to play a really quick clip from that the show in question, the controversial show in question. And here you talk about a little bit what you just did, like the reason why you're doing this. Playing the video, playing the wedding video.
So that's why today's episode is You've Left Us No Choice. Because I guess if Cardiff left you no choice, you've left us no choice but to review the 2 wedding speeches from your beautiful, intelligent, not loser kids at your ex-wife's recent wedding that she put out there, I feel, because she wants everyone to goof on you, John.
Oh my.
Here's the thing before we start. We've been sitting on this forever and we've all had conscience is.
So that's an interesting point, because at one point, judging from what you just said, and I'm going to get into like the joke police thing here, which drives people nuts, but I think it's worth exploring.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, this wedding video was off limits because it wasn't really John, it was his children. Is that correct?
Yeah, it was just kind of like, it just kind of felt scummy. I mean, it still felt, wrong, I guess, in a way when we were doing like, yeah, I don't want people goofing on my family, but if there's a video out there that my family willingly put on the internet and people found it, then there's nothing I can do. Like, they didn't steal it. I didn't steal this video. I didn't break into Susanna's house and steal the video and post it online. It was all over Reddit.
And another thing, I saw John talking maybe yesterday, and he mentioned that, when they talk about my kids, I don't talk about your kids. Well, there's a huge difference, John. One of the kid or someone's kid is underage. Your kids are of age that we're talking. They're not children. They're adults. They're over 21 years old.
Right. And again, we didn't steal this tape. It was up. It was on there. And
it's still on there.
It's probably, like I said, in the beginning, a lot of these shows, I don't think they wanted to talk about it because of, it wasn't really John. It was more
John adjacent to a certain point.
But then when you saw the way that John reacted to when Melton went nuclear,
okay, that was my next question. Wait, hold on. Let me pose this question like I'm some type of genius, because
you are.
My follow-up is that I have this theory that Patrick Melton was an inspiration, because we saw John kind of bring Melton's name up a few times, and Melton went nuclear.
Right. And John did nothing. He pretended like he didn't even know who Melton was anymore.
So you were pissed off that he kept dead naming you. He kept saying Rocco.
He kept saying Cardiff's name. He fucked Cardiff and Vinny over. He fucked the Carlson over. And it was just like, fuck this. Let's fucking do it. Everyone wants it. Because I've had people going, when are you going to talk about John's kids talking about him on the wedding video? And I was like, I don't know. And we were just waiting for a good time, and this was the perfect time. And again, I never thought anything about it because I was just like, oh, he's gonna go away because that's what he did with Melton. And I guess we weren't nuclear enough, because we didn't really, again, we made a couple of jokes about his kids, but come on, I mean, we got to make jokes. What are we gonna do is just sit there and go, that was a very elegant speech, okay, let's listen to the next one. We're just goofing, stopping it, rewinding it. I mean, we did everything that you have to do to make something transformative.
And I watched it today for the first time, not the whole thing, but because you had asked, I know you in September, you had talked about doing this, and I made up an excuse because I was like, it's below the belt. I don't want the Carlos Danger brand sullied by it's OJ's bad enough.
I get it. But that's why my name's El Horrible and not El Puppies and Rainbows.
But I did watch it, and I was expecting the worst, and it was like, at the end of the day, the two adult kids come across really well, and it's just like your typical wedding video where they're happy for their mom. So it wasn't as bad as I thought, although OJ does have a couple of low blows in there.
That's the thing. We didn't even have Husey on for when Knight was on. It could have been way.
Yeah, thank God Husey had to leave, right?
Yeah,
this would be violent. Jeff Spangler for $1.99. I want to see Tuki testify. Whoa. Dang Lizard. Let's not forget SJ's story about driving over to a person named Gary, not Baba Booey, and hitting him with a brick for making fun of his family. I am not aware of that.
I don't remember.
Nasty Al for $9.99. 100% team TWO and Cardiff. Go get them, boys. I'm along for this ride, and it's getting nasty.
Yes, it is.
DK $9.99. Don't let up. Dixon Butts, greatest name on YouTube. F Pot 80s and wait, what is that? What does that mean? I'm F Pot. I don't know.
Potatoes.
Gotcha. And the horse he rode in on. Thank you for your support. Stripper from Buffalo for $5. Hello. Please tell Ray to open him trunk. I ate all the tuna packet. I thirsty and need go pee pee. 10 minutes. Thank you. Come again.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, Ray.
Yeehaw.
Wait, speaking of Ray.
You've never let me down. You've turned my life around.
Crashed with my buddy because he had a place. And yes, I brought my blankets in and crashed on his place. I told you fuckers, I didn't want to talk to it. Out of respect for them, I sent you guys both a fucking text message of them saying, hey, don't say that you did. Don't say that this happened. Don't say that you crashed. And here you guys are. What's with the? I fucking told you guys, don't bring it up that I crashed in their room. So yes, those are my fucking blankets. And so, yeah, thank you guys for fucking disregarding what the fuck I asked you.
Nobody said anything.
You've never let me down. You've turned my life around.
Great memories. Great
Yes,
memories.
one of the great. Yeah, it's
I
just warm
remember
and
him
fuzzy.
being that angry. Holy shit, Ray.
Yeah, that was a couple of days. And of course, the pink blanket originated on a Beat Dabbler members only live stream. Cardiff Electric is the one who brought it up, not knowing it would become what it became. Cardiff Electric, no invite, even though he was here. OJ is not verbose. Carl, why do you guys act like such victims when SJ does anything? He's literally a special needs person at this point, getting creepy sad. Love you, Carlos.
We're not saying we're victims, but we're also not going to fucking take it when some fucking drunk asshole lies and tries to take our channels down because his feelings are hurt. Like, there have been tons of times where I could easily just go and fucking strike his channel with a fake copyright strike if I want to. I've seen it's very easy. Anyone can fucking do it. And you just do 3 in a row and the channel's gone.
What would you do if you were John at this point? He's had the whole internet, or at least this dark, perverted corner of the internet, shitting on him for over a year, 2 years. What would you do if you were him at this point?
Leave the internet then, if it's such a problem. Like, again, I don't know.
And I am not verbose. I am just a stoner.
Dang Lizard for $5 Canadian for Christmas. Stuttering John bullies and strikes poor little tiny Tim, who was on his crutches at Dabblecon. Did SJ go too far, or is his bullying out of control? My other question,
out of control,
was there's the law, right? There's copyright law,
mm-hmm.
and there's potential federal lawsuit. But
mm-hmm.
has John mentioned anything in his exchanges with you about YouTube community guidelines? Because I always wonder how we all, or the Dabbleverse in general, gets away with not being considered bullying, right? Because we know YouTube channels have been pulled for what YouTube perceives as bullying. So has he tried anything from that angle?
No. I mean, he keeps saying that we threaten him. Over a week ago, almost 2 weeks ago, I said, John, if you take the strike away, I won't put the video back up. Like, that's it. I just want the strike away and I won't put the video back up. And he goes, that's a threat. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's not a threat. So anything we say will be perceived as a threat. And I know everyone thinks we're fucking babies. Colt C, when you start a page and someone goes and fucking just tries to take it down for no fucking reason, then come to me and say, yeah, you're right. It's fucking bullshit. I didn't do anything. I played
for $1.99 says you guys are bullies, be horrible. Just admit it.
Sure, we're bullies. We're bullies. If that makes you feel better, Colt C. We're bullies and babies. We're baby bullies.
You've never let me down. You've turned my life around.
That's what you fucking did. You lied about paying for a fucking room.
I was gonna pay for a room, and he had a room.
You fucking did it, you stupid motherfucker. You're the dumbest motherfucker I ever met in my fucking life, okay?
You've never let me down. You've turned my life around.
Oh, see, I'm disappointed you didn't play the rest of the clip where we caught producer Joe lying about having a place to stay. For
OJ always with the agenda. Well, you know that is
episode.
No, I know, but I just wanted to get Bob being crazy. Yeah, it is interesting to go back and watch that particular episode, because after all, that was revealed by Stucho Depot and all that good stuff. But
real
quick, go ahead.
It's funny to me that the people who are always complaining about us and that saying that we're babies and that we're bullies are people who don't have channel. Like, they don't create anything. So they don't know what it's like when you try and create content and then, you know, you have thousands of people watching it and one stupid asshole gets his feelings hurt and goes, I got to take this down. Like, it's bullshit. It's the equivalent of going and running to your mom that they weren't nice to me. I don't want them to be able to play with each other. You know, it's babyish, but whatever. We're babies.
Do you think if Stuttering John approached you in a different way, you would have Because you're not an asshole. I mean, like we exchanged Twitter
Shut up!
messages. You don't
Shut up, Carlos. I am an asshole. Listen to Colt C. He's right.
You're not like Cardiff.
And Jared, who takes in stray dogs so he could fatten them up and eventually eat them. Fuck you too, Jared.
God damn. What happened? But is there anything John could have done if he approached you in a different way instead of just being like...
I think so. I mean, from my end anyway, it's just his whole attitude.
Yeah, I don't
he's
care.
a shitbag.
I don't fucking care. If he wants me to take the fucking videos down, I would have talked to him about it. Probably. I don't know, because he would never do that. Like, so it doesn't matter. And anytime I tried to like I said, I offered to take or not put the video back up if he took the strike away. But he's like, be a man and just take your strike. Why? Be a man and take a joke, you fag. Like, why am I supposed to be the one? Sorry, Carlos. I thought this was my channel. I hope you don't strike channel or whatever. I just don't understand his logic. Like, oh, okay, so anyone should be able to lie about a copyright and the other person shouldn't be able to fight it. They just have to take it because the first person's feelings were hurt. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. It's a bizarre position
that I'm allowed to do. I'm allowed to counter the strike and say, okay, you feel like you have a copyright. Fucking prove it. Fucking prove it. That's it. Prove it. And you win.
Do you think the Shuli Network?
He still doesn't win if he says that he has the copyright because it's still fair use. We're going to fight the fair use thing too. So I don't care if it's copyrighted.
Who's your
so
lawyer?
Either way, I'm not going to win.
My lawyer is a family friend. Who
is it? A copyright guy or is it like a general practitioner?
Advised me to go no farther than to say it is a family friend.
You think the Shuli Network is buying views for Kevin Brennan? Switching gears.
No, I think the viewers like us are buying views for Kevin, not me. I'm not buying them, Kevin. But I'm saying it's just the other fucking people
for shits and giggles because
a guy who lives in a van is asking to see my penis right now. Let me repeat.
Did he super chat them?
Merlick, who lives in a van down by some kind of polluted water or river, who collects dogs so he can eat them eventually, keeps asking me to show my dick. I will not do it, Jared. I'm sorry, Carlos.
$49.99 from David Chandler. Thank you, sir. Hey, Ski Mad. What's up?
I think that's a typo. What up? Hey, David Chandler. What's up? Hey, David Chandler. Give me some money, David Chandler. You give all these ammo hacks. Stop giving the money to these hacks, David Chandler. They're all fucking hacks.
And I know I'm going back a few weeks here, but you had 2 strikes against you, right? The first strike from John, I was like, okay, that makes sense. But then you had that mysterious second strike,
and it's still mysterious.
Yeah, and there's no new news as to where that
went away. And after it went away, the same, it was from a different email, but I started getting threatening emails from whoever was pretending to be Vince. They wrote in the same manner, and they basically said, you can fight this and win, but I'll strike your channel 5 times and you'll have no channel and and all this fucking shit.
And that's when we kind of decided maybe we should make a Patreon.
And that's when I decided to make a Patreon, patreon.com/BeDabbler Network. I didn't want to make a Patreon. I never wanted to make a Patreon, but we do now. So yeah, I don't know where the second strike came from. It just went away. They lifted it. They definitely tried to make it look like it was Chad because the video they struck was a video that only focused on Chad, and it was Chad's,
contact info.
Yeah, it was like his iPhone video. But again, he put it online. I didn't steal Chad's iPhone and fucking take the video and put it up there.
And you accuse poor Chad, like Richard Jewell, poor Chad minding his own business. He's back on MLC.
He issued a public apology.
I apologize. I am sorry, Chadwick. I did. I was a reactionary cunt. And because all signs pointed to Chad, because I don't know if I said it or where I said it, but before I even knew I had a second strike, someone pretending to be Vince the lawyer emailed me and said, John, Kevin, and Chad all approached me to strike your channel, and I said I don't do things like that, or something like that. That's not my style, or something.
The Dabbleverse is already an underbelly, right? This is an underbelly of YouTube, and now there's an underbelly to the underbelly. That's disturbing. So where's this all go? What are your predictions, Rocco and OJ, for where the Dabbleverse goes in the next say year? Does it continue? I'm sort of surprised, right? I've pulled back a little, family commitments, job commitments. I'm not watching like I used to, but it seems like more people are watching than ever.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's funny is like John keeps saying, if I go away, the whole Dabbleverse goes away. What are you gonna talk about? John, we went 8 months without you, and we had probably our largest growth during that period. We had Dabblecon, and you weren't even doing anything for months. And yeah, I really did think that the whole Dabbleverse was kind of over after Dabblecon, but it kept going, John. So I don't know.
And then along came Ray DeVito.
You're right. That's the thing.
Joey C.
New people, coming in. There's Joey C. And just, the more people who try and create shows, because every day new people are trying to create shows, it'll just keep going. I mean, we're creating our own little,
I call it an ecosystem.
Yeah, it is. It kind of is.
And we should remember that we did lose someone this year, a beloved chatter and host to some extent. And I want to play a clip from him as part of our year in review.
You've never let me down. You've turned my life around.
Just do. You're a bitch.
This is what bitches do. You fucking can't hide behind all your crew. You never face
Behind my crew, I'm here. What am I hiding behind?
You're hiding behind your crew every time. You got bitched out by Stuttering John. You got bitched out, and then you go.
Buddy, let's be honest here. You think you can do this behind the mic, and Patrick Melton spanked you on the ass, and you went running away.
Oh, you need.
That's all it is.
You've never let me down. You've turned my life around.
Seems like it was just yesterday. Right? Drunk on Cringe. Rest in peace, buddy.
That's great work. These are great little clips.
They really are
a great idea.
We should do something. I'd love to get together with you guys and do a real year in review. I was gonna for this set up a Google Doc and have people vote, because it has been, you think all the stuff that transpired the past year, it's fucking insane. But all right, so the other thing, I went back and I watched your very controversial, could lead to a lawsuit show regarding Stuttering John's adult children. And it comes to this point where I'm brought up by OJ. Now, the context is, this is going back 15 days. OJ had stormed off this broadcast because I had brought Chad Zumock on. And me and OJ talked about it, right? OJ is like, we're friends in real life, right? I consider you a friend in real. We talk, right? We email each other. We talk, we cuddle.
Wow.
But you have to explain this, OJ.
Or Chad ran away just a couple of days ago when Tuki started sniping him. But he concentrates on the fact that you left. Why did you leave, by the way? I was a little disappointed in that.
Well, number one, we were streaming all morning. First, Carlos said we're doing a show, then we're not doing a show. It's only going to be 30 minutes.
Right.
So he said he was doing it. Then he said he wasn't. So I said, okay, we're not doing it. Then he messaged me, said, come on in. I'm like, Jesus Christ, make up your mind, Carlos. And so I got in there. I thought we were just going to do a short show. And for whatever reason, Carlos is enamored with Chad. And as soon as Chad, asked for a link, he sent it right to him. And I don't want to do it. I don't know. Maybe in retrospect, I should have stayed. But in my mind, it's like, why would you give this guy a platform? Why?
You left because I love Chad Zumock?
Carlos is gay for Chad.
You really are.
Gay for Chad.
I have never heard. Stuttering John's got nothing. I'm going to file a lawsuit. I couldn't believe that. I'm like, what? Look, what happened was, if you go back and look at that show, I'm scrimping. It's a terror because there was no prep done. As bad as this is,
we were only doing a 30-minute show, which was supposed to be a pre-show to MLC.
Was it? I don't remember, but I know I was just blabbing. I'm just talking about whatever, talking about the skitty tooth John Chad shit. And Chad's in the chat and he's like, I'll come on. How could I not? I would have been the biggest, what's the word? Pussy in the world if I didn't invite him on.
I see you being a pussy for not inviting. He was begging to come on, and you like, oh, here.
How do you talk about a man and he's there in front of you asking to come on? I could not ignore that. I get why you didn't do it. You
was going to be about. I just jumped on, and all of a sudden you're talking about him. I had no idea. So also in my mind, I don't want to give the guy any content. You know how much content he would have got out of us arguing?
Right, I get it. I mean, you made a principled choice, and I wasn't annoyed. I mean, it would have been nice to have you there because I needed.
He's a piece of shit human being. He's the worst in our universe.
You're talking about my new buddy Chad. Stop that! How dare you?
Chad's all right, and he was great.
He's all right. He's ruined people's lives, Carlos. He's a piece of shit.
I'm just saying, I didn't invite him on. The reason I invited him on was not because I'm enamored with him. I was shocked. I understand you took a principled staff or principal position, and I respect that. But the spinning that went on, OJ, it hurt me. It hurt me to my core.
Spinning? What do you mean spinning? What was I spinning?
The reason you left. You kind of put it on me.
Well, it was partially. I was just telling you that's exactly how I felt. And I still feel that way. You are. There is a part of you that you are enamored with Chad.
How can you read my mind? That's what like how would you know that?
You've
What's
told
the proof
me
of
that you like Chad over and over.
I think he's good on MLC. But again, my point is, if you're going to shit on somebody and they're in the chat, they're asking to come on, and we're doing terribly, why not invite them on?
I didn't think we were
Jared, I'm sending you the link.
I gotta go.
You've never let me down. You've turned my life around.
All you do is talk. You're a fucking coward.
I'll
You're
fucking, all right, how about this? I'll come to your fucking house tomorrow.
Right now,
I'll come to
nigga.
your
Right
fucking
now.
house tomorrow.
Right
You're
now,
a
you
fool.
bitch.
You're a coward.
You're a bitch. You're gonna fuck up Florentine. You're gonna fuck up Chad. And then you came like a fucking cheap cat, you fucking bitch.
You will fold like you do.
Oh, yeah, shut. You don't talk. Shut the fuck up.
Jellyfish.
All you do is talk, you fucking coward. You're a fucking coward.
You're a fucking coward.
Chad. Welcome, Chad. How's your wife taking that, Bob?
Oh, good. Real good.
Is she? She's on Twitter saying she's gonna fucking leave. She's gonna fucking end your marriage. You fucking hack.
Good.
Yeah,
good.
number 5. Let's get her. Gina Bobina, number 5. You fucking hack.
You fucking
You're a hack.
let Chad back after he said he was gonna fuck your daughter. You let him back.
No, you brought him back. You brought him back. You
let him
fucking
on.
hack.
It's your fucking channel. It's your.
You've never let me down. You've turned my life around.
All right.
Amazing clips.
So what's crazy about that clip is that they went on for another couple of weeks. That's before Atlantic City. That's before they split up. So they went from there and continued on for another couple of episodes.
Did Kevin start to call Bob an N-word?
You know, I've listened to that and I wondered that myself. I never noticed that when it happened.
Me neither.
I don't know. I mean, I assume that's the original source video, but yeah, that did kind of jump into my mind.
I heard it that time, but I didn't hear it any other time. That was fucking crazy. Okay.
Connor gifted 10 memberships. Thank you so much, Connor. But that's pretty much the show. It's been an hour. I said it would be an hour, and that's what happened. But I guess I'll ask you guys, and this is unprepared, but we've been watching some of these Remember When videos. Do you guys have... I feel like such an idiot even asking this. Like, what's your top moment from the Dabbleverse for the past year or so? What incident or what fight or what experience?
Probably this morning.
Say it again.
Probably this morning when I woke up to all the Twitter tweets and I don't know. There's so many. I mean, Dabblecon was really a turning point. I mean, I have a couple of like time frame markers. You know how people are like, okay, 9/11, everything that happened after 9/11, before 9/11. Dabblecon is definitely a time frame marker for El Horrible because of all the shit that happened with dumb fuck and the fact that I wouldn't shake his hand and everything. Like I really like that made a name for El Horrible. And then probably like this is all just personal shit. But and then Tuki coming to life.
That's incredible. Yeah, Tuki
is just blowing up like in this stupid world, and it's just crazy to me like that people are like, yeah, my 1-year-old watches. And
you know what we need? More Tuki AI art on Twitter. I haven't seen enough of that in my feed.
Yes, please send it to tukisoup@gmail.com or tukisshuli@gmail.com. But yeah, and now like it's just happening again with this whole Stuttering John thing. I mean, I don't know, but there's just been so many big things. Just Cardiff teaming up with Stuttering John to try and do a show, and then
John coming back. I mean, that happened, right?
John just coming back. Yeah.
KB stealing him.
Man, what was the first episode where John came back?
I thought it wasn't it KB's? I'll have to check the.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Oh, that was a huge. There's been so many. You're right. Yeah, you're right. That was the $3,000, and then John was everywhere, and it went from $3,000 to $1,300 for Chad, and then I think someone got fair 50, and then Opie denied him for 20. I'll give you 10, and then John's like, "Come on, give me 20," and he's like, "Ah, fuck you."
OJ, how about you? What's your
write this?
Actually, I hate to give the same generic answer.
Chad Zuma?
Dabblecon. No, Dabblecon was for me, it was a crazy period.
And I do want to say
we were doing shows with Dumbfuck, and for those of you that were around, I was kind of stuck in the middle, and going to Dabblecon, getting my things pissed on. I was the talk of Dabblecon because of that, and that kind of I kind of gained popularity through that. Everyone I met there, I became pretty good friends with most of the people that I met out at that place. And yeah, again, leading all that from there till now, where he may be in a lawsuit with Stuttering John. It's just an amazing journey. It's been crazy.
Homicide's next. B Dabbler, what were you trying to say?
No, I was looking at the Dabblecon poster the other day, and it does say first annual Dabblecon, but we have not heard. Have we heard if the Tampa?
Wouldn't you know? You're Carl's buddy. You're his best friend.
Did he announce the Tampa event? I don't know if that was announced.
Thank you, David Chandler, for the 50 memberships. Dang Lizard says, is your interview just people yelling over each other? Absolutely. But what about the Rochester thing now? Obviously, Stuttering John isn't going to be anywhere near it. Are you guys, I ask this every time, but are you still going, or is it a thing?
I'm like pretty much sure I'm not going, only because there is an event like literally 2 weeks later in Tampa. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of like a last minute decision on that, honestly. Maybe I'll be a surprise. So you got the scoop. I don't know. I have nothing booked. So because I don't even know.
You're maybe leaning toward no.
Yeah.
And OJ, you've got some kind of business deal with Ray DeVito he never stops talking about going on in Rochester?
What?
Wait, what?
He's always saying me and OJ, we're gonna film something.
Really?
Oh, I don't know. Is that supposed to be Rochester? That's news to me.
Oh, but there is something?
Yeah, we've kind of been throwing some ideas back and forth about filming some stuff. Yeah.
To be determined.
Nothing like thought out or,
How far away
there's no real plan. About, I don't know now because he's moved, but we were about 40 minutes from each other.
Oh, you were that far away. Okay, because I was gonna say, why don't you guys get together more and like just create content together? Like you could probably be a big help to Ray.
Yeah, we plan on doing something, but it's the holidays now. He's just moved somewhere, and so we just started kind of talking about doing that.
Did Ray move, or is he?
I'm pretty sure he did, but I'm not. I haven't really spoken to him, so I talked to him for about 5 minutes yesterday.
Has he still got that like Golden Girls situation where he's gonna live with like older?
Yeah, I think so. Pretty sure that's the case.
Cheesecake.
His lamp is now known all over Twitter and the internets.
Get rid of that lamp. What is that lamp? Is that another family heirloom, like his father's bed?
It
or
must be.
whatever.
It's a good lamp. No, it's a good lamp. I've had that lamp. It works.
Totally forgot that we saw that lamp in Detroit. And that makes me so happy that I didn't realize he carried that lamp around with him to podcast.
Yeah. And I'll dig up some photos, but I do have pictures of Ray broadcasting, streaming from the lobby as soon as we got to the hotel. And that lamp is there on the table.
Oh, wait, what do you have?
I have pictures.
Oh, I thought you said you have video. I was gonna say we should put that.
I might have a couple video clips.
We'll put them on Patreon.
Yeah, I'll have to see if they're on there.
All right, guys, that's all I got. Unless there's anything else you want to add, I want to thank you both for taking the time to come on here. Rocco, good luck with whatever happens.
Thank you.
I hope the stress is lessened to some degree.
Who gives a shit? Like, in the end, what the fuck is gonna, like, there's just nothing. He's got nothing. He proved it today because he was trying to fucking call a truce. And then once we started goofing on him again, he's like, no, never mind. No truce. We're going full steam ahead. But I did. And John, the offer is there. Obviously, if the time runs out, I'm not going to do this. But if you lift the strike before the time runs out, I will not put the video back up. And if you want me to take it off of Rumble, fine. I'll take it off of Rumble, you big fucking baby. But
that's a generous offer.
Yeah, and that's all I can do. And while I say
decent.
that, sign up to my Patreon, patreon.com/BDabblerNetwork. But yes, I will take it off of Rumble and I will not put it back on YouTube.
When's your next Tuki soup?
Good question. I don't know. Maybe Wednesday morning. I mean, it depends. So much stuff happens. So much stuff is going to happen between today, right now, and Wednesday. And who knows? So probably Wednesday morning, but I don't know. I'm not committing to anything. I'm done.
All right, fellas. Merry Christmas. I don't know when I'll be back. The light, my desire for this is dying like a stuttering John fingernail. But thank you guys for making me a welcome part of the community.
Thank you.
We love you.
Yeah, we
Good
love
luck.
you.
And God bless.
Merry Christmas.
You're gonna win.